If you've had a chat with any of the team from Churchill Education about looking at what your skills are worth and how do you convert them from things that you know and skills you can demonstrate, you can show, into qualifications that can be recognised across Australia in all sorts of areas of employment, then you'll know that you've got to produce evidence. It's not enough to just tell us, oh, of course I can. We actually have to prove it. And if you think about it, it's a little bit like sitting an exam, an old school one, or doing an assignment. You have to produce the work to show your skills and show your knowledge. Well, this is the same thing for recognition and prior learning. It's about producing the evidence. Now, some people get stuck on producing the evidence, not because they don't have it, because they just don't know where to start. And we found there's often two types of people. So there's the people that love a good list. They like nothing more than taking action on a good list, and they want to take it quickly. I'm married to one of those people. Randall is exactly like that. He keeps everything organised and he's ready to just pummel through it. In fact, he's a genius when it comes to the bookkeeping and accounting side of our business, the compliance, because he's that person that can lay his hands on the right pieces of information. And if he gets that sort of list to prove his skills, he's off merrily. But then there's people like me, people that look at those sorts of things and go, oh, too much detail. I'm too busy doing. I don't want to stop and take the time. The problem is, for people like me, there reaches a point where we need those pieces of paper in order to take action. So we often see you back when it's crunch time. I always say I do my best work the night before the deadline. But the best way to start, if you're someone like me, is to take little dribs and drabs. You see, we've got something called an RPL Evidence Portfolio, somewhere where you can upload your evidence progressively and then just tell us when it's ready. We'll keep it, and it lets you just find things, you know, as you're doing other work, finishing a project document that you've been working on, sending an email, and you can just forward it to us and we'll put it away for you. It means that you're progressively adding to your portfolio. It's almost like putting savings in the bank. And you all know how Randall and I feel about savings in the bank. We've become barefoot investor mad. But when it comes to our skills, you really want to be remembering you're putting lots in the bank. How about put it in a safe account, one that's able to be accessed when you need it. And that way you don't have to be the Randall Smiths of the world that get everything organised in one hit and shot off. You can be a little bit more like me. You can take your time, you can progressively send things through, and then when you need it, it's there, ready to call on. So that's our RPL Evidence Portfolio. If you want to get one started, if you've been halfway through the process and you got a little bit stuck and you want to add to it, just reach out, let us know. We'll activate that link for you. Any of the team are ready to help you work on what the next step is, but be ready to chunk it down. It makes all the difference, I promise you. So I'm Tricia Velthuizen. The team at Churchill Education and I are ready to give you a hand whenever you are. 1300 793 002, and let's start to get your evidence sorted for your next qualification and get your career options flying. Talk to you soon.